Hey everyone, and welcome to my first discussion video on the channel. I've been wanting to do one of these for quite some time. In fact, I was working on another video which would have been my first discussion video, but then this happened.
It is time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new Mortal Kombat game, interestingly titled Mortal Kombat 1, and from the looks of the trailer it seems that they're going to be going with the Liu Kang ending from MK11. Or are they? In this video I'm going to be doing a small breakdown of the trailer and giving my general thoughts and maybe even a theory or two. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So there's a lot to unpack in this trailer. We get our first looks at Fire God Liu Kang, who's also narrating in the trailer with Matt Yang King reprising his role, Kung Lao sporting a design similar to his MKX look, and what seems to be a young human Raiden. Not only does he have his signature hat, but the colors of his attire match his previous incarnations, and interestingly enough we get a shot of Kung Lao glancing at him in a field, and then we have a bit of thunder and lightning following him behind. After that, we have a shot of Kitana looking out of a chariot, and we get a glance of what I believe is Edenia. In the trailer, Liu Kang talks about making a new era, and it would seem in this new era he sculpted, Edenia is its own realm, compared to the previous timeline where Edenia was merged with Outworld. Also in the shot of Kitana looking out, we see what appears to be a group of royal guards following the chariot. The design of the guards remind me a lot of the Dora Milaje from the Black Panther films, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did take some inspiration from that, as Mortal Kombat does have a history of making little homages to pop culture. Preceding that, we have Kitana going back into the chariot, and she's accompanied by her sister Melina. I'm sure a lot of Melina fans popped at her appearance in the trailer, and I was pleasantly surprised with her inclusion. Overall, I think both their designs look good, clear differences indicating to their personality. Following that, we have the poster boys of the franchise appearing. Both Sub-Zero and Scorpion, who seems to be human in this iteration, look absolutely amazing. Both of them also sporting a design very similar to one another, with subtle differences but maybe a nice nod to their palette swap days. We hear Liu Kang talking about the idea of the characters facing each other as sworn enemies, but then both proceed to look out into the distance to what seems to be an eclipse, or a giant-ass portal, and we hear Liu saying that they could also unite as brothers. This is fascinating to me because we could potentially see both of them being good friends to each other, maybe something along the lines of a Ryu and Ken rivalry. Next, we see Kitana, Melina, and the rest of the Edenian crowd looking at the same eclipse, where we also get a closer look at the royal guard from behind, with the next shot of Kung Lao and Raiden looking up to our first full view of Fire God Liu Kang. I have to admit, I'm kinda on the fence with his design. I still wish he had his white hair from MK11 when he first turned into his Fire God form, but I'm sure the look will grow on me. We then see the three of them standing side by side, looking into what seems to be an open portal, and coming out of that portal is none other than the original MK villain Shang Tsung. I really like his design here. It kind of reminds me of his look in his ending of the MK11 Aftermath storyline. Then we have a barrage of fatalities inflicted by Shang Tsung to the other characters who appeared in the trailer, with the exception of Raiden, who I guess got saved by Liu Kang but didn't save Kung Lao. Also, the way Kung Lao dies is very similar to his movie version. But yeah, Shang Tsung tries to attack Liu but ends up getting big booted in the face. We then have Liu Kang defiantly standing above Shang Tsung, uttering the words,
You have chosen to defy peace.
Then you have chosen war with a god.
And then we get a glimpse of what I believe is Liu Kang's fatality, and it is godlike. At the end of the trailer, we get the release date of September 19th, as well as Shang Tsung being announced as a pre-order bonus, as well as a beta access to the game. Overall, the trailer looks amazing, especially from a visual perspective, and the tone and tease of the story is captivating, and I'm genuinely excited for the coming weeks, as I'm sure we're going to get another trailer featuring some gameplay and maybe even a new character. In the FAQs on their site, they've mentioned a combat pack will be available with the premium edition, along with the confirmation of Johnny Cage's inclusion in the game. But what's more fascinating is the pack will include a character skin for Johnny with the likeness of Jean-Claude Van Damme, and that put the biggest and goofiest smile on my face, as I'm sure most of you know that Van Damme, especially his Bloodsport look, served as an inspiration for Johnny Cage, and I think it's pretty awesome that NetherRealm Studios were able to get him to lend his likeness for the Johnny Cage skin. Also, that's another action star in an MK game following Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone's inclusion in MK11. After watching the trailers more times than I should, I did come up with a small theory regarding the story of MK1. My theory is that in this trailer, this is one of the many eras that Liu Kang has conjured up. One of the many, you may ask? Well, I think Shang Tsung or versions of him are going into every era Liu Kang has created and purposely destroying them despite him. I feel that if Liu is the light of the universe, Shang is the dark to bring the balance, but unfortunately with his balance comes casualties, and I think we may see the heroes trying to figure out a way to stop Shang and whoever else is trying to destroy Liu's attempt at a good and peaceful era. I also think we may see an origin story for Raiden, perhaps how he gets to control thunder and lightning. Maybe he might actually be the next Mortal Kombat champion with the guidance of Fire God Liu Kang, almost swapping the roles compared to their previous iteration. The amount of possibilities for the direction of MK1 are endless, and I for one cannot wait to see where NetherRealm Studios is going to take us. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it. I know there's a whole lot more info regarding the different platforms the game will be released, the assist mechanic they're going to be bringing into the game, and rollback netcode, but I wanted to focus more on the contents of the trailer and my thoughts on the characters, their designs, and where I think the story of MK1 could go. If you made it this far into the video, I just want to say thank you, and please let me know how I did for my first discussion video. I have another one lined up, also MK related, but more focused on the potential casting of Karl Urban as Johnny Cage and just my overall thoughts and opinions on that topic. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. I currently have a whole lot of playthroughs on the channel, but I'm probably going to be doing more of these in the future. Also, if I did get anything wrong with regards to the info of MK1, please let me know in the comments. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you in the next video.